1.
Vulgar.
No, fucking vulgar. Oh God, we're live. Sorry.
Get rid of that vulgar shit.
That's
oh
what it was.
no! Who could have foreseen this?
Yeah. So welcome back to our descent into Avernus speed run with the hashtag Alleged6. I know that like above me on my screen, I don't think you guys can see it, but I have the scab with the citadel wrapped around it, which is really cool artwork to like feature. But you know, we did it. We made it to the scab. We found the sword we've been looking for this whole time. We went into the dream. We relived the attack on Idyllglen. You guys pretty much single-handedly defended it from the Demon Lord, and as you guys said, Zariel is just a kill stealer.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys think she just teleports around planes of existence and last hits every mob? That's how she power levels?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These statues exist everywhere. Anytime something's like less than 10 health, she just teleports there and attacks. And then says thanks and leaves. So
Yeah.
It's real messed up.
She's talk about speed running. She is speed running Avernus.
She has a Google alert set up for enemies with less than 10 HP.
Yeah, all these people are dying and praying for her, but she waits conveniently to show up. Thanks, Zariel.
It's a good thing we were there.
The good news is now you all just like love Zariel and realize that she's like hug worthy. Now you understand Lulu. Of course, you were seeing this through Lulu's sort of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we come back into this room, you stand before the dais, atop which glows the Sword of Zariel. Also before you are Lulu and the ghostly warrior, Yale. The Hollyphant is the first to speak. I remember everything now. Idyllglen was the last straw. We followed Zariel to Avernus, but the evil there proved to be too much for us. Asmodeus appeared and promised Zariel infernal legions to end the blood war, but she had to give the Lord of the Nine Hells her fealty. She accepted and became an archdevil, but not before Yale and I took her sword, hoping it could redeem Zariel someday. I gave up my magic and my memories, and Yale gave up her life to construct this place, to protect the sword, until somebody worthy came along. And her eyes kind of like look over at you guys as a group, and she says, "For you." And Yale's ghost chimes in and says, "You have faced many trials to claim the Sword of Zariel. I'm sorry to say, you face one more." And she has like a very like solemn look on her face. As the inscription on the dais says, the hero who becomes one with this blade exists no longer. And her tone changes from like the serious look to like a smile. And she says, "Which of you is brave enough to draw the blade and be
Marius
gone
raises his hand.
forever?" Yeah, and so like you look around, Marius is the first one to put the hands up, and you guys are all able to like look at each other and make this decision. I mean, written in the inscription around the dais, it literally says, you know, the hero who becomes one with this blade exists no longer.
I don't have anything. I don't have a home anymore.
My existence is kind of a net negative if you think about it, because of the contract that Asmodeus. Nah, you're good.
We're gonna get you back to zero. Don't worry.
I'm not. I'm just having fun.
Lulu's tail is like wagging a little bit, and she has like a lot of like glitter coming off her, and she looks at you, Marius, and she smiles and she says, "You remind me a lot of her, but I'm afraid I might lose you too."
Well,
But I do think if any is worthy to wield this blade, it is you, Marius.
I hope so. Is just a meta question looking at the artwork. Is the dais like huge? Do I have to climb up that thing? Or is that just like a forced perspective thing?
Probably a forced perspective. It's not so hard that you can't get up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing in there that like talks like the sword itself is probably like like 8-9 feet long. So I guess actually, yeah, I think you might have to climb up to get it.
Okay.
No
Marius
rolls or
starts
anything.
climbing.
Yeah, Marius starts climbing to like descend. And what are you guys doing watching Marius do this? Like, you guys are all being awfully quiet. This is like a very solid like story beat for you guys to kind of like lean into if you'd like.
I can't believe we got here.
You know he's the only one worthy. Well, let's say he's the only one that uses a sword.
Morthos fidgets with his wooden sword and kicks a rock.
And then I look up and I say, "You can do it!"
Nice.
Yeah. So Marius, you're at the top of the rock. You look back at like your friends, right? And they're all watching you and cheering you on.
He takes off his helm. He puts it like on the rock besides the blade, and like you guys probably couldn't see before because he had his visor down, but he's got like a bloody nose and he's like spits blood out because of just how intense that fight was. And then he does something which he hasn't done in a while. He smiles really big, and you can see like in between his teeth, it's all red from where he probably bit his tongue during the fight. And he takes both hands and he puts them around the hilt and just closes his eyes because he doesn't know what's going to happen.
Yep, you grab the sword, and as you do, you feel like its personality, its aura and sense melds with yours, and like you feel its tendrils kind of going into your mind and going into everything else. And there's a bit of like the first feeling is like curiosity washes over you, and a little bit of like trepidation, and then slowly that like makes way to just like a calming, gentle, warm feeling that you feel inside of yourself that you haven't felt probably since coming to this place, maybe ever in your life. Just pure love in your heart.
And yeah, he just opens up to it because the sword's kind of has light, and then he's remembering what his guide says, and he doesn't know if this is it, but he just makes sure that he's completely open and honest with the blade and accepts it.
Yep, and you can feel like it's really tight in this like sort of rock thing, but as you hold it and it accepts you, you can feel it beginning to loose. You believe that you could probably draw it.
And he draws it out of the stone.
Okay, so Marius pulls the sword out of the stone, and like lifts it to the sky. And as it pulls from the stone, the sword judges you right at this moment, and deems you worthy, and immediately attempts to attune to you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't even have anything attuned. Let me check. Yeah, no, I don't have anything attuned. Yeah, I attuned to it.
Okay. So you accept the thing, and you feel like this sword, this force of will, this personality enter you and enter your heart and intertwine with yours, and the two separate entities become one. And everyone's watching this, right? And as you do, you watch as like Marius begins to like hover upward slowly. His eyes begin to glow white, and you watch as this room begins to fill with light as it expands outward from Marius. So I think there is a good sound clip for this. So this sort of like transformation happens to Marius, and you watch as like on his back, his armor begins to like bulge out and dent, and then immediately two long feathery wings emerge from Marius's back and spread out across the room. And you've seen him with angelic wings before, but now they are just part of his being, part of his form. His eyes become a golden glowing white, or a golden glowing light that rains out. The sword begins to glow brightly. His features begin to shift ever so slightly into a slightly more perfect version of himself. You can feel everything about him is just changing, and standing before you now is no longer Marius the mortal. It is Marius the angel. and Marius is now fully angelic in being. So,
Oh shit.
Ava,
Yeah.
you think he's still gonna go with us after we're done in here?
I don't know.
Okay,
Hmm.
so first thing I'm gonna do is add this item to your character sheet. So 1 second.
Ooh.
It is a legendary artifact.
Yeah, it's like a +1 sword, right? That's good.
It can cast light at will.
Oh, just like that mace. My favorite weapon.
Flashlight mace.
Hey, cleric, you want a magic item? Here's a mace that can cast light on itself at will.
All right, I added the Sword of
Still uses your
Zariel to
action.
your character sheet, Marius. So if you refresh, you should see it. So there's some things we need to do on the bookkeeping side. So
Ooh,
if you
bookkeeping side.
look in Roll20 under the macros tab, you should see there's 4 macros. Sword of Zariel, 4 Sword of Zariel tables. Can you see them?
On the Roll20 side?
Yeah, so on Roll20, go to the macros section, which is like the second to last tab.
Oh, right.
Do you see the Sword of Zariel ideals, bonds, flaws, and personality traits?
Yes. Holy shit.
So can you roll once on each of those?
So
Just click roll. For each one.
personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws.
Yep, once each. So these are your new personality traits that override any conflicting traits you currently have. So you enjoy sharing your philosophical worldview and experiences with others.
Wow.
Redemption. All creatures are capable of change for the better. Your bond is, I have cherished memories of Idyllglen, though I've only seen this bucolic town in dreams. It's true, you've never actually been there, but you have a connection to it now. And your flaw is you will sacrifice innocent lives for the greater good.
I mean, he's a vengeance paladin.
Yeah, this fits, right? I mean, it fits. Also, if you're not already, your alignment becomes lawful good.
Oh, yes. That's not what it was before.
No?
No, it's chaotic good.
Okay, so you are now lawful good.
Change that?
Probably. You can speak, read, and write Celestial. Whoopity-doo.
Okay. Yep.
You have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage.
Yep.
Your
Does he
charisma
get double resistance now?
No.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Ew.
stacked.
Your charisma becomes 20
Oh,
if
shit.
it's not already 20. So retroactively bump up your strength. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
it looks like... Oh, it did that automatically
It
when
probably
I
does
attuned to
automatically.
the sword.
Yeah. You sprout a beautiful pair of feathered wings that grant you a flying speed of 90 feet.
Oh.
Nice.
Not quite as fast as
That's-
Lulu, but not bad.
Oh, that's as fast as Saul. Like Saul and I just have the same
You
speed
can just
now.
race each other now.
Oh my
Also,
God.
if you use haste now, you can move double that, so it's 180 feet,
180 feet in a round.
and then dash to do it for 360. Your eyes are luminous pools of silver. You can see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them. Perceive
not
the original
far.
form of a shapechanger or creature that is transformed by magic, and see into the ethereal plane within 60 feet. However, you cannot see through fog cloud. So that's true sight.
Weird. It's so weird that that's in the stat block for True Sight.
Yep. Also, the sword shines bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim feet for another 5 feet. And any fiends in that light find it painful and have disadvantage on attack rolls. And as a bonus action, you can, just like the Sun Sword, you can make that go out to a 15-foot radius. Not 30 like Sun Sword, but 15 and 15 more.
Okay.
Okay. There's 2 random properties, so I do need you to give me two D100 rolls.
Oh shit.
It's sentient. So the Sword of Zariel is a lawful good item with an intelligence of 10, wisdom of 20, charisma of 18. It has hearing and normal vision out to 30 feet. And it communicates to you through emotion.
Wow.
Also, it's a truth seer, so when holding the sword, you gain advantage on all insight checks.
Oh, cool.
And last but definitely not least, Searing Radiance says the sword deals an extra 2d8 radiant damage to any creature it hits.
Oh.
If you're wielding the weapon with 2 hands, it increases to 3d10.
10.
Oh.
An evil creature hit by that must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or they're blinded until the end of their next turn.
Damn.
It should all be on your character sheet. There's like another thing in there that I won't call out, but you can look at it as a player. But like, just know that like there is a kind of not flaw, but there is a weakness you might want to check out that you would learn as you came attuned to it, because it is Zariel's sword.
Oh.
Okay.
I am reading that right now.
And now I need to double check for the two.
Marius might not be using a shield anymore.
Well, it's awesome. That's the thing, right? This is really awesome. If you, it's actually the first thing I've seen where it gives you an incentive to use like a versatile weapon two-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although it does go against your fighting style, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can find this real quick. Probably easier to look it up on D&D Beyond, but I was trying to look it up.
Actually, my fighting style is defense. So as long as I'm wearing armor, I get the +1 bonus to AC.
I always thought it was dueling, but yeah, you're right. There's no need.
The sword requires you to go nude, so unfortunately, you don't get that fighting style buff anymore.
You know, that does explain a lot. See, thank you for letting me know.
See, I can read the runes on the sword. Let me translate for you.
And I lean into Ava and I say, he can read the runes, but he can surely not read the room.
38 and 77, right? Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
So this probably isn't going to make a difference, but while you're attuned to this artifact, you cannot be charmed or frightened. I guess the charmed effect's good. And with 77, it says when you're attuned to this artifact, you're able to cast the second level spell chosen by the DM.
Ooh.
So thank you, wizards, for just, you know.
If you want, I can roll it again. I can roll it again if you don't want to do that.
No, it's pretty good because like there is one that says like you get it at first level, but if you when you roll it's the same thing but at second level. So I'm just pulling up.
That's cool.
I am pulling up Paladin spells of second level.
My immunities are charmed, critical hits, disease, and frightened. Dope. Sorry, I just coughed.
I'm gonna give you Branding Smite.
Ooh.
Tied to the blade. I think it's thematic and it fits. So when you cast it, right? You cast it. You use an action to cast the second level spell, which is Branding Smite. Although I think Branding Smite's a bonus action, right? So make it a bonus action to use it. And then you roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until the next day. Basically, if you roll a 6, you can use it again. I think that handles all the awesome changes in bookkeeping. But when you open your eyes, Marius, like there's a brief moment where you're looking at your friends, and you guys are looking at Marius in full angelic form, looking super like amazing and wonderful. And just before anyone is able to say anything, there's a blinding flash of white light that like explodes outward from you guys. So the camera cuts from this like touching moment in the room, and we see like this long shot with a tiny scab in the distance and a tiny little like infernal war machine park near it. And you watch as there's a beam of white light that just erupts from this thing, sending huge waves of radiant energy for like thousands of feet. You watch as like demons, devils, pieces of scab flies out in every direction for like 1,000 feet. And like everything that is in the scab, not you guys, take. Sorry, this is a big roll, so roll 20's lagging a bit. You guys are fine because you guys are in the Citadel. You're not fiends. You're immune to this stuff. 77 radiant damage to everything in the scab. And you like we watch as the camera blows out, the roof of the Citadel blows out, and everything is just strewn and like creates this ring of debris like around the scab. And there's like blood flying through the air, demons turning into ichor, devils dying. And the only thing like you really see from this far away is like this large worm-like creature from like deep within the scab begins to like weasel its way like out and like slithering like away. So we cut back from that to you guys inside the Citadel, looking at each other as the white light like washes over you guys, giving you guys one last full rest and one last level up to 13th level. Yes, you basically were right. I just wanted to make you guys sweat it a little bit.
That's amazing.
Long
And so
rest.
you guys are perfectly healed from the light, where everything else is injured. You look up, the Citadel is completely gone now. It's like been blown away. There's like bits of wall with the scab a little bit, but mostly the roof is gone. The only thing you guys are under is like the open sky of Avernus as you guys reach 13th level, cross out of chapter 4 and like basically into chapter 5. And Yale's ghost smiles as this happens, and she comes over to you, Marius, and she like leans in and whispers to you and just says, "Don't lose yourself," before her ghost fades away, her last reason for having her soul tied to this place finally fulfilled, and she can pass into the afterlife peacefully at last.
Wait, during all of that, you said my eyes changed?
Yeah, your eyes are like glowing silver now.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's what
Cool,
gives
cool,
you the
cool.
true sight.
Nice.
I'm gonna look at my spells this time, I promise.
Yeah. So this is a moment if you guys like to like take a breath and like look at each other and decide like, you know, honestly, what's next?
Guys, just so you know, Nat 20s doesn't exist anymore for the enemy team.
As long as you're
Wait,
within how close?
Hmm?
How close do you have to be?
30 feet.
30.
30 feet, okay.
Oh, if it's whatchamacallit, if it's the grave cleric thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, 30. Creature. As a reaction, when you see a creature, your creatures you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you can turn that into a normal hit.
Oh, so you don't have to see the victim. You don't have to be next to the actual attacker.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
So I
No.
just have to invoke the power of love and also the power of Torm.
The power of love and or the power of being Halendar's friend.
So, yeah. Lulu is very like impressed with you, Marius, and Lulu is like she literally has like little iridescent tears like in her eyes as she's like smiles and looks at you like and asks like, "Are you still in there, big guy?"
Yes. Yes, I am.
So
I feel a little different, but it didn't feel like it overrided anything of what I really was, just added on to it.
I get to reroll that.
I wasn't watching. Is that a natural one
So
for your
one.
hit points? Yeah, reroll the first one.
Oh my god.
1 to 10, awesome. Oh, I'm gonna switch over to the game view so that you guys, our viewers, can see the rolls.
9. Very nice. Yeah, so I'm looking at the sword. It says it only deletes your other ideals if it conflicts with
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So, like, actually, like, looking at my ideals and everything, it's not canceling out anything I had.
Very nice. What about sacrificing innocent lives? What was your flaw before? I guess my
My flaw before was the fact that I bring shame to my family
Oh, okay.
because of, them being criminals and me not being a criminal.
Perfect.
But now I'm like, cool. Let's destroy this city to kill all the demons in it.
Yeah. So like Lulu is like wagging. She's like happier. She has all her memories back, all her powers back. She's like rubbing her little paws together. She's like, "All right, let's go give the sword back to Zariel and save her."
First order of business, I was gonna run over and give a hug to Lulu.
Oh.
Missed you.
She smiles and she leans in and like just melts into your arms. I've got all my powers back. I can. I can
Great.
heal you, and I can like banish bad guys away, and I can turn back into my mammoth once a day,
That's pretty amazing.
and I can teleport.
So Marius like takes his shield and hooks it onto his hip and says, "There's a slight problem with just handing her the sword."
Lulu's like, no, there's no problem.
One of the things that this sword told me as we bound together is that Zariel, because this was her blade originally, is connected to the sword in such a way to where if she chooses so, she can destroy it with a touch. So if we were to hand this to her and it didn't immediately change her to an angel, she could just hold it in her hand and destroy it immediately.
Lulu looks like a little like nervous, and she's like, well, yeah, that's kind of why we had to protect it.
Yes. But what has changed between when you hid the blade to protect her from doing that then to now?
Well, friendship. You guys proved to me that you guys are the greatest friends Hollyfan could ever ask for. And I think together we can show Zariel another way. We can remind her of the right path.
Lulu,
Right.
when I still want to try to show her the right path. And I know what I'm going to say sounds a little harsh, but you can't make people do things that you can't make someone do something. And if Asmodeus has worked his evil on Zariel for too long, this is worst case scenario, and I don't think it'll come to this, but we need to be prepared to run away or incapacitate her in some way, so that way we don't, get killed.
You don't think my plan will work?
Well, here's the thing. And Marius, like, his feet touch the ground and his wings kind of fold back behind him, and he puts a hand on Zeke's shoulder. This man here has a spell called Ceremony. And that ceremony can change someone's alignment.
Marius.
It should be. What?
So, ceremony. There's a funny word in that spell that's required.
Willing?
Willing.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it takes an hour. I don't imagine she'd be willing for the full hour, if at all.
Right. That's a good point.
We'll find a way.
Yep. Don't forget Ava's got the helmet. She can maybe get her to get in her head.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, I don't know.
Lulu will try everything, I promise.
Yep.
I know how much this means to you.
Yeah, she nods and she says, well, yeah. So then what next? She says as she looks at you guys.
Elturel,
Because-
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elturel
Because
first.
that one has a deadline.
Oh yeah, sure does.
We need to get there as soon as possible. We have the rods, right?
Yeah, somebody has.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that what we're doing? We're rushing off to Elturel right now?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're still in like a nice moment of like before we kind of like really like hit the throttle. So if there's any more roleplay moments you guys have been saving up, this is probably like a good chance. No one?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you guys are able to leave the mostly completely obliterated citadel, and I mean, kind of what happened was a long rest, but just like in an instant, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
So I know like some people are like, oh, I need a long rest. Well, like this would be the closest you're probably gonna get to a long rest by the end of the module. So
You mean the drive over to Elturel?
that's true. I mean, you're probably gonna be there pretty quick.
If we roll too badly on the amount of time it takes, they might just fall. If we take 3 weeks to get there for some reason. Avernus is wacky.
So yeah, so you crawl out of the citadel and other thing. You can see like a long trail of a large sort of like worm-like creature that seems to have slithered away from this towards the river Styx, and pretty much every other like demon devil in this thing is like gone. So you find your infernal war machine parked there, right where you left it. It's covered in a bit of like scab and blood and stuff, so someone will have to go over and kind of like push that off, but otherwise it's in good shape. And you guys are able to get in your vehicle and get ready to hit the road.
Marius, you might want to resummon Soul.
That's a good point. Yeah, I use a level 2 spell slot and I summon Soul before we hit the road.
Okay. You even need Soul anyway? You got a 90-foot fly speed on your own.
No, but he could give them to us. One of us to ride them.
Speaking of someone without a 90-foot fly speed, it'd be nice.
You guys act like either of you are going to be able to ride Saul.
I know, but it would be nice.
Wait. Never mind. I was going to ask if it was worth using Find Greater Steed, if that would actually make even a difference in Avernus.
Not really.
Yeah. So yeah, you just summon Saul, and I imagine there's like, we don't have to RP it at all, but just like a whole moment of like, hey, I fly as fast as you now, let's go, and then just
Just
quick
practice.
scene of Saul and Marius just flying next to each other above the war machine.
Above the clouds.
One of the arguments I had seen made is like the nightmare steed should probably only be like visual and not mechanical, but I don't like that. I'm just going with mechanical, so
Yeah.
it's awesome though.
We also haven't abused it, like
No,
his
no.
ability to fly.
No. So yeah, so you guys get into your vehicle, right? Or I guess you know Marius and Saul are racing each other above you, and everyone else climbs in the vehicle. Who's getting in the driver's seat?
Marthos looks at Ava. Ava, you got this one, or you want me to take it?
Could you take it, please? I
You
kind of
got
want to get something in.
All right, so Marthos gets in the driver's seat.
Okay. And the camera kind of pans over as you guys like settle in. The map on the wall, like, you know, a little torn on the edge. You guys beaten down, roughed up on the home stretch to actually go save Elturel that you guys set out to do what seems like so long ago. Feels like it was like 6 months ago or something. I don't know.
Oh, it feels like 5 to me.
And I think the camera settles in on Ava, who's like sitting in the back. Ava, who does not require sleep. What is Ava doing?
Ava's going to try and contact her patron, or not her patron, her angelic guide.
Wow.
Well, that's what you're multi-classing in, huh?
She's a warlock now, huh?
The secret
Nice.
multi-class.
Yeah, so
At this point, Marius is probably going to get on Saul and probably take a short rest, like a nap or something. He's not used to his wings.
Yep, that's fine. And Saul's able to keep up with the war machine as long as it drive full speed.
Oh, I'll keep the speed just so they can stay even with us.
Nice.
Yep. And so, Ava, yeah, you kind of like sit there and you close your eyes and you kind of go into like, not quite sleep, but like a kind of a deep, peaceful meditation. You don't normally have to breathe, but you kind of try to force some sort of like steady breathing until you enter this like state of like concentration and before you know it, there is the voice in your head, your stern guide, and I am blanking on the name. I apologize.
Michael.
Michael. Okay. Well,
Hi again. It's been a little bit.
you get the sense that you interrupted her reading like a book or something, or him. Did we ever give it a gender?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you've interrupted them with their book, and you can't see them, you just feel them, but you almost feel like the whole like looking over the top of the bifocals right at you, like Ava. It's like you hear like a slamming of a book closed. What can I do for you?
So we got the sword, and we're going to save Elturel now. It's just that Lulu's plan might not work, and I was hoping you could help us.
Curious.
Any ideas?
Ideas? What sort of help do you need?
Zariel can destroy her own sword, and that sort of kind of it doesn't mesh well with the whole just give Zariel the sword back and maybe she'll be good again.
Fair, but Zariel could have destroyed the sword at any time she chose, correct?
Yes.
And she never did. Why is that?
You're asking me?
Hmm.
I don't think I'm smart enough for that.
All I'm saying is maybe, just maybe, she didn't destroy the sword because she knew it was her last chance at redemption. I could be wrong. She could have just been so focused on the blood war that she didn't even know it existed. But that doesn't
Seems
sound
unlikely.
like the Zariel I know.
You knew her?
Well, this isn't my first rodeo with you. As you've learned, this is our 8th trip down this path.
Yeah, about that. Why didn't you tell me that my whole multiple lives thing was with Belle and not someone else like you?
You wanted me to lie?
I wanted to know who was responsible for all of this.
It doesn't matter. The only person responsible for all of this is you. These are choices you made. These are consequences you have to live with.
Yeah, that's kind of fair, I guess.
I wanted to tell you, but in previous incarnations, when I've told you, things don't tend to go very well. And
like how?
Well, once, I believe it was your 3rd go-round, I told you when you were 13, you joined up at 14, and you were dead by 15.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
I could feel, even now, you've been to Idyllglen.
Yeah. Again, it seems.
Did you know that that was your first birthplace?
Really?
When Yinogu attacked and Zariel came down and saved the city for the first time. You were so inspired. It changed everything.
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
Before that day, you hadn't really embraced your true Aasimar nature. It wasn't until Zariel unlocked your heart, that I knew there was no stopping you. And I do apologize. Since this was our last chance, I just wanted you to have a happy life. I didn't want you going down that road, and I failed you.
Well, like you said, it was kind of my decision.
But you're my responsibility. I let you down all those years ago. I don't think you deserve this.
Well,
But there is a way out, is there not?
we found it. A way to break the contract, short of killing Belle, which I think we intend to do anyways.
Consuming the eye of the Lord of Avernus is no easy task. But if you were able to convert her back to her true self, Zariel would give her eye up to protect you.
Good to know.
You are descended from her bloodline, after all.
Wait, what?
Your great-grandmother was born to Zariel. Or as much as a mortal can be born to a celestial. Your fates are intertwined.
Huh. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah. Is it the right thing to kill Belle?
Is it ever the wrong thing to take evil from this world?
I guess not.
If Belle falls, does that solve anything? Another devil will rise to take his place. Nothing ever changes. This blood war, this cycle, this is the way of the universe. There's no changing it. But for selfish reasons, it would definitely help you.
Yeah, maybe help maybe a few other people if they also made a contract with him.
But there are consequences for these actions.
Well, I mean, look at me.
But the Nine Hells thrives on its stability, its infernal hierarchy, its order. If you were to knock a peg like Belle out of the game, the power vacuum would create so much focus. It's inevitable the demons would gain the upper hand on the blood war. They will fight into Avernus, and the devils will surely muster their forces and push them back eventually, but in the meantime, there will be another Idyllglen. There will be another person out there that dies based on that decision. I can't tell you whether you should or shouldn't do it, but know this: you would be sacrificing your life for another.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you again.
She's make an insight check for me.
Oh, let's get another nat 1.
Do it. Roll that one.
That one.
31.
Yeah.
You can hear
Only 30 off.
Yeah, you can hear like the voice like kind of like starting to talk and something. She's actually holding something back. Like, is there something like it seems like they want to say to you, but they are not saying it. They're literally just biting their tongue.
if you tell me something, I'm not doing anything without my friends, so whatever stupid decision I make, it'll be tempered by their decisions, logic.
That's the problem. I can feel this is all heading to a confrontation with Zariel. And even if you fail to redeem her and she's not able to give you her eye, there's always another way. If
Zariel stays the Lord of Avernus, and we kill Belle, the power vacuum wouldn't be that bad, would it?
Not so much as killing Zariel, that is true. But if, say, one of your friends were to take up that mantle themselves, slay Zariel and become the new Lord of Avernus, they could easily save you. I didn't want to say anything because it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to you. But it is an option.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Well, best of luck, Ava.
Thanks, Mikey-O.
And you kind of start feeling yourself kind of being pulled out of this connection. If there's any last thing you'd like to say or ask, this would be the time.
No, she just lets herself be pulled away.
Okay. And it pulls back into like darkness, and then the camera, like your eye like opens, and the camera like pulls out into the inside of our infernal war machine. The screaming vehicle like burning. Your vehicle did run out of fuel right when you got to the scab, so you'd have to burn one more coin from someone to get to Elturel.
I'll do it. I've got a couple on me, so I put one in.
Okay. Yep, you put one in and clean it and get it going. So as you're driving, right, you've only been driving for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops, and like you can see just on the horizon the floating city of Elturel. Not too high over the ground, but like there is like Elturel is like in sight with the flashing lightning, the dark orb of the companion over the city. Elturel has mere hours left before it's dragged down to the ground into the sticks.
Okay, I'd say we got here just in time.
Miraculously. And yeah, the vehicle rumbles forward. Morthos, like what is your plan? Like what are you doing with the vehicle? Like you just trying to get as close as you can?
Yeah, get as close as I can, not put us in danger.
Okay.
And then we'll go on foot from there.
Yep. Ava, is there anything you'd like to say or do to your friends with your newfound knowledge?
Nope. In true Ava fashion.
Yeah, take it to the grave. Okay. So yeah, so you
Great
kind of,
9 times.
yeah. So you pull up close to like Elturel, and you can see like as you get close that like the blood war is like raging all around here. Like there's skirmishes all over, and like as you're driving through here, like Morthos, you even see like something that catches your eye that's been very rare. You drive by what looks like a very nice oasis with like a palm tree and like a little lake, and it's just a tiny fleeting imagery of like a beautiful landscape that's gone as you like stream past it. But it's like one of the first real like connections with like nature that you felt like in a long time. Yeah, Smiler's out there somewhere. Smiler's like, any minute now they'll show up.
I totally have forgotten who Smiler is.
Yeah.
He's an Eladrin who like has a little like forest around.
Oh,
The
right.
crazy elf guy.
Right.
Oh, the guy that was out there waving us down, the wacko.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy that was peeing into the wind.
Waving something.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
probably
there you
over
go.
there.
Waving something. Good job, Hal.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah,
the one
well-
that Hal was told he might accompany him further into the Nine Hells.
We'll go say hi after we save Elturel.
Didn't he have a thing for like fighting going on the most suicidal missions possible?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
That's why
We're
we'll
going to
pick him
save
up after.
Elturel, right?
Yeah, but that's
We don't have
different than
time.
going to fight. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, we can take him with us to dinner.
I can share this now that you guys beat it, but this is the battle in Idyllglen with Inogu and Zariel descending from the heavens to steal your kill.
Oh wow.
wow.
The background's all wrong. He's the one running in the flames from us, and then Zariel
Yeah.
pointed a little bit more to the left.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I couldn't share that quite yet. Oh, this is a new stained glass window that no wait, hang on. No, all this stuff has to wait. Okay. So yeah, so you guys approach the edge of like Elturel, and you can see that the blood war is like at its thickest here, right? Just like before, this battle has been raging nonstop since you guys arrived here in Avernus, and it doesn't look to be really going one way or another. It ebbs, it flows, it shifts. The devils get a slight advantage. The demons push them back. It's just a dance, and you can't tell from here like who seems to be like quote unquote winning the war. But as you reach the edge, you can see Elturel hangs above you, and the river Styx. The iron spikes that anchor the city have dragged it nearly to the river's banks. Within a few hours, Elturel will sink into the Styx. Hordes of distant demons fly around the city like gnats, and a battle rages fiercely beneath it. Thousands of fiends clash in Elturel's shadow, and at their center stands a being wreathed in flame, striking down demons with tireless fury. Lulu points at the figure with her trunk and whispers, "That's her. Zariel stands exactly where she always does, where the fighting is fiercest." And so, like, you're kind of on this cliff, like, overlooking this big scene. You can see, like, right in the center of this battle, there's this huge, like, ring being formed as Zariel is just going to town and, like, tirelessly fighting endless legions of demons. And so, yeah, you guys are about a mile away from Elturel at this point. At least for the chains. If you're trying to get to the chains to climb up, the chains are about a mile in, and they're in the middle of like this fierce battle. So you're basically gonna have to fight your way or sneak your way to the chains in the first place to get up.
How high is the city compared to the ground? Because it was only 300 feet before. So what is it now?
Probably like 50 feet.
Okay, then we're just gonna ferry people across with Soul.
Yeah. The problem is like the whole like the sky is like there's imps and devils and demons, frogs in the sky flying. So like it's possible to ferry people one at a time, but like it's not like you're just gonna fly over and be unseen. Like you will definitely be noticed if you stream across the sky because you're joining the air combat that's going on. Just putting it out there. It's not like just ferry people one at a time safely. It's like, oh god, like, you know, even looking up at like Elturel, you see like demons and undead clashing on the streets. So, you know, like you said, like right, Marius can fly, right?
Yeah.
Lulu can transform and carry one or two people. Saul can carry someone. Is there anyone else that can?
I can take somebody into the dimension door.
That's a big spell, though.
Yeah.
We might just have to end up. I'd rather just risk us being seen than burning one of your spell slots because you don't get many of those.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can do. I'm just stuck on the ground over here. With
Yeah.
Morthos, Hal and Ava.
Yeah. So I mean, you could theoretically
All
ferry a
right,
couple
so there's
people
three
at
of
a
us
time.
that can't do anything about it. So
Well,
one
I
of our
mean,
own loot.
Hold on a minute. I'm stupid. I'm a druid. I have a spell that I always hate. How many people does this affect?
Oh, also,
Okay.
I guess I'd point out Morthos has the fish hook from Maui.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could actually turn it and fly myself if I need to.
yeah.
Can spider climb us? I mean, one
Well-
person at a time, but still.
No,
All
no,
right,
no, no,
so
no. So here's.
what we can do.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Damn it.
No, you go ahead.
All right, so one person can go with Lulu as a mammoth. Another person can go with Soul, and then that leaves. Okay, so that's Marius is counted for.
At least
Morthos
two.
can just polymorph. So at least Hal, Ava, and Zeke. There's two giant eagles are rideable.
Yeah. Like it's actually not a problem because also Zeke, you can only wild shape into a crab. You can't wild shape into anything else.
Nothing with the
It's
flying.
level restricted.
Oh right.
Yeah, honestly, crab is probably going to be all I'm doing because it's
That's
like CR. It's low CR.
Oh yeah, I mean somebody can ride me though, right? So that would that do
Mhm.
it?
It's two. And then
Lulu.
I can fly. Lulu can take Zeke, and Ava can sit on Saul.
How is Hal making it across? Is he just climbing?
No,
Go in
Morthos-
ethereal.
Sorry, I'm
How's gonna ride on this eagle that he doesn't
Yeah.
exist right now?
It's late.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
tired.
Yeah, the eagle can also like just pick Hal up, so that way Hal can just like be in your claws, because otherwise he's just hanging around your neck. He won't be able to attack or anything, because there's a chance we're going to
True.
get attacked on the way over.
Oh, good point.
Speaking of that, as you sit here on the edge of the battle, right? Your vehicle here at the edge of the river Styx, just at the edge of the battle, you watch as like basically a giant Glabrezu, one of those. Or no, is it a? Hang on. Basically,
I thought we were parked out of danger.
you're like a mile away
from
from the center. You're a mile away from like the center of combat, but like you're still on a cliff, like overlooking somewhat. Like if you're still pretty far away from the like center, but there seems to be two devils chasing a demon like not far from you guys. We're not nearly in the thick of it at all. But you can see that there seems to be these two large horned devils, which look like this.
So, and then Marius is just looking around. Zeke well, Zeke, do you want to ride Saul, and Ava, you can ride well, here's the thing. Didn't you say that two people could ride on Lulu because she's a mammoth?
A flying mammoth.
A flying mammoth, right? So Zeke and Ava on Lulu.
I'll let Lulu
And
do,
then okay. And then then that just leaves one person out. So then maybe Hal won't sit on
Instead
No,
of
okay.
Hal won't get
Spider Climb's only a second level spell, so if we're only one short, I can just
But
slap.
my question is what are they going to spider climb on? Because if we do the chains, we have to fight to the chains through the army.
My bad. I don't imagine there's a second level spell that lets me fly. No.
Yeah. So
So can Soul take two or just one?
Saul can take one. The other one can be on Lulu, and then Morthos, I guess, polymorph.
yeah. So Maris, are you like down on the side of the vehicle, like having this conversation with them on Saul, right? Yes, Saul.
Yeah, Saul and I are both kind of like hovering very close by.
Right.
You can tell he's making the battle map right now, guys.
No. I mean, I'm definitely copy pasting our tokens from the last thing to the next thing.
Yep. It's doable. It's not doable unless someone uses polymorph.
Which is fine because it comes from the hook and not
Yeah.
like Morthos spell slots.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't lose a spell slot. It's just I get
Yeah.
one, I think, per day.
Yeah, that's why it's worth it.
I'm so sorry for derailing for so long.
It's all good.
No, you're
Let's do that unless we're gonna have a fight
Yeah.
first.
So not far from you, right? Like these two horned devils chase down and kill one of these like crab demon Glabrezu things, like you guys had fought, the one that was beating down the
no.
door, and these horned devils
Did
chase
Zeke-
it out and kill it. What's that?
Did Zeke watch them kill a crab devil? Oh no.
Crab demon.
Zeke's gonna go full crab rage watching a fellow crab die.
And you can see these two horned devils, like after doing it, like kind of like look pretty smug with themselves, but then they look over and like notice your like vehicle kind of like there, and they seem to be like taking interest in you guys and seem to be heading your way.
Marius flips them off and then draws Zariel's sword.
Okay.
That's a bit of a high-profile weapon, Marius.
Okay, so I will pull you guys over here.
Oh, boy.
So wait, Marius, you're so make sure on this page you guys update all your tokens because I copy paste them from the last in Idyllglen, so they're probably not updated. You're probably just gonna use your angelic token all the time now, right, Marius?
Mm-hmm.
And your sword aura, it starts off as 5/5, right?
Yep.
And if you bonus action, you can make it go out more. So we can do a second aura for that if you want.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And yeah, so you and Saul are like on the side of the vehicle. Everyone else is inside the vehicle down here, down this way. Up here are these two horned devils that seem to be, drawn to your guys' attention. And as you draw your sword to prepare for combat, why don't you guys go ahead and roll me initiative?
A normal combat. This is so nice. There's no donkey. Yep, there we go. A normal combat.
With a natural one.
Ugh.
Wait, I got a natural one for the last initiative, too.
Well, at least you
Yep,
didn't get two nat
totally
ones on
normal.
con saves in a row.
Like Marius.
Marius's weakness is like stinky things.
Yep. He's got a very,
Icky
extreme
nose.
sense of smell. Yep.
Oh, Lulu. And
I don't understand how y'all's rolls are sometimes that low with advantage. Those weapons aren't super useful.
what are you
Not
doing with
helping you out.
Saul? Do you want Saul to have their own initiative because you're not writing them, or are you still writing Saul?
Yeah. I can't control the token.
Yeah, I'll change it.
Hey, Steve, how often can I polymorph? Because I'm reading this. I don't see anything about.
You have
Short
one
rest, long
charge.
rest for day.
It costs one charge to do it, and the charge comes back at dawn.
Okay,
I believe is what it says.
How many charges does it have?
One.
one.
There you go.
Now you should be able to move Saul. Okay. So, first up is, oh my god, I rolled initiative for each one, and they got 9 and a 6, so they got the same initiative.
Nice.
So I tried doing it. I'm like, yeah, I can do that for this small combat, but nope. Okay. So, Lulu sees the two like devils coming your guys' way, and she's just gonna stay back and kind of give you guys her aura to protect you. Saul.
I'm giving him his light aura
Okay.
because he's on fire. Yeah, he's gonna stay near as well and kind of just float over to here and just protect. Like he's not gonna do anything crazy.
Okay. Yeah, they seem very drawn to your like angelic form, Marius. Like the light's like blinding them, but they're like, you're like a beacon of like hope and light here in this dismal place, and you can tell they don't like you. Morthos.
I'm gonna jump out of the car. 5. And I guess I'll take my Eldritch Blast on that guy there.
All right, go for it. I don't even have to measure it because you can hit like every map. You can hit all the way to Elturel from here.
Oop.
Just hit Zariel.
See, now my advantage works. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. 18.
18 hits.
Okay, for 10.
Okay, 10 damage. Oh, sorry,
All right.
you hit the red one.
All right. Maliki.
Nope, 16 misses.
All right.
You shouldn't say
And
Maliki.
Maliki.
It didn't work for you.
Yep.
17 misses.
Jeez.
You said
I
Maliki and
wonder
it missed.
what race it could be.
Yes. All right. Okay. That is my turn.
All right, Ava.
Alright. Gonna move over here. We're gonna make sure these aren't super far away from me. Okay. I'm gonna go roll to hit the red one.
Okay.
Uh, 25
That hits. 14 damage.
for 14. Gonna duck over here and bonus action hide.
Yep. Use the vehicle for cover. Until someone drives it.
22.
22, not bad.
And that's it.
Marius, with your 90-foot fly speed.
Bonus action.
Okay.
Intensifies the light.
Okay. It's actually
Movement.
double that because that's 15 feet of bright, and then there's actually 15 foot more dim.
Flies over and attacks the one that is red.
Yeah, as you fly up all fast and the thing blinds them, you can tell like it seems to be like affecting them. Like they do not like being in this aura at all.
What?
New sword. You gotta break it in.
Miss.
14 misses. It does. You're not used to the weight of it quite yet,
You would have done like 40 damage if you hit.
but that's only your first attack. 17
17?
also misses.
Bummer.
Oh man, this cool moment where you get to use your sword for the first
Freaking
time.
devils.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, it misses. Is that it,
It's
Marius?
so weird that it's doing the 2d8 even though I'm telling it I'm doing. Huh, weird.
So the
Yeah,
2d8.
that's it.
What
You
is,
just
so
wanna stay right there.
The 7's the sword damage, right? And then that first
Yes.
2d8 is
That would be
Power stuff.
it's doing it because
Oh. Yeah.
yeah, because it's stacked with your
I
power.
turned right. But I get the 1d8 from my divine smite,
I see,
which is
I
on
see.
the right. The 3d10 is if I'm holding it two-handed, which I am, and then it's
Right.
rolling the 2d8 anyway, which I wish it didn't.
Yeah, we could find a way to turn it off.
Yep.
If you go to if you customize the item, and just take away the 2d8 and leave the 3d10, it'll probably get rid of it.
Okay.
Okay. But unfortunately, you do this awesome fly up thing,
Yep.
blind them,
Almost.
but you don't hit them. Okay.
Yep.
Hal.
Am I able to use my bonus action or my free object interaction to dip a couple arrowheads in the poison I got?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll do that, and then I'll take aim at the closest one here.
Okay. Let's do it.
And I do not have advantage. Normal roll, regular roll, 19.
19. Also, Jordan, 19 hits, by the way. Jordan, can you just check, the sword with your bright light, does it only affect if they're in the light, or does it affect attacking something in the light, too? I want to make sure I know how that works.
If they're in the light.
So if they're in the light, it affects them. Okay. So it does hit, right? 8 piercing. And then your poison causes them to have to make a save. So let me go back and pull up the poison I made. My roll 20 is starting to get super lagged out.
Sorry, should I turn off auras?
I don't know if that's it. It was doing it even before that. Okay, so I put it in the Wandering Emporium, so it's the poison is called
Zariel's death.
Did I tell you?
One application. You haven't told me what it did.
Oh, okay, here it is. I found it. Okay, Devil's Bane. The poison is created specifically to affect the physiology of devils. Devils which are immune to poison can still be affected by Devil's Bane. A devil subject to the poison must succeed on a DC 19 Constitution saving throw, taking 12d6 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful.
Oh. That
So-
man said 12d6.
Yeah, so that is a con.
12d6?
Yeah, 12d6. Yeah, con save. I think it might be on Whisper. They got an 18, which fails.
Mm-hmm.
So you add 12d6 poison damage to it. Alright, 38 poison damage. Never Whisper. So 38 more poison damage. And you watch as the arrow hits, right? And it does take effect. And you can see the wound starts necrotizing instantly. And it starts getting angry and clawing at the wound in pain. And the poison definitely works, that's for sure.
Well, since I dipped 2 arrows, I will shoot him a second time.
Yes. When like for poisons, does it say like you get 10 dips on a arrow? Is that how it works? I don't know. I think it was like 10 pieces of ammunition or something like that.
What I missed.
Yeah, that arrow misses, so it sails wide. So you have enough for 8 more arrows.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right. This one here, blinded by the light, tries to fly away from you, Marius, triggering an opportunity attack.
Jesus. I'm going to go let my dog out.
3 in a row that misses. That is unfortunate. So it does fly like back away from you, Marius. This one has a 50-foot fly speed. 1 second. 60-foot fly speed. So it goes from here. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Gets away from Marius and looks at you, Hal, since you were the source of the arrow that poisoned it, and it like raises up its flame and throws 3 flames at you. So first attack, you have partial cover from inside the vehicle. 25.
Yeah, that'll hit my AC 17.
All right, 19 fire damage.
Alrighty.
Second, 20 for 13 fire damage. You said your AC was 17.
Yep.
Okay, I'm giving you +2. So the third one is 17 misses.
All right.
All right, this one here flies back out of the light, flies up here 45 feet, and takes 3 hurl flame attacks at Marius.
No power of love, no shield.
22 hits for 16 fire. 20 misses. And natural 1 misses. Not bad, not bad. All right, Zeke.
I think I'm just gonna heal my friend. Yep, I'm just gonna cure wounds, Hal, for 18. Oh, not super high. 18 health.
Okay. 18 health to Hal.
I'm gonna just go. Can I go into the cockpit to get more cover?
Yeah, you want to like go into a more cover. There's actually the cockpit. Yeah, if you like go up and like at least move back, you can get 3/4 cover as long as you're not like leaning out the window or anything. It's hard because the whole thing's open, right? Because you guys can fire out, so they can fire in. I think the most cover is probably down in the chomper bit if you crawl all the way down into like where the chomper grinder thing on the front is.
Okay, I'll do that just to kind of get out of the way then.
Okay. Lulu instantly like darts out and yeah, she'll no, she doesn't want to put herself at risk. I guess Lulu will stay where she is and take the dodge action. Saul, are you back, Jordan? We'll just assume Saul stays to the side for now. Morthos.
Can I get more maps so I can back up more?
I mean, technically, yeah. There's actually nothing stopping you from going south more. If you want to just keep walking south.
Yeah, just can't get it on the map.
Yep. So
Okay.
you're 30 feet. Just remember, you're 30 feet south of where you are.
All right, I'll mark that down. Okay, so this guy right here, Eldritch Blast, Maliki.
Miss.
Oh my god!
Stop saying Maliki.
Maliki. You gotta get
Miss.
back into it with me.
Stop saying Jobu.
Torm.
Oh, see? 15 damage.
Cool.
Hurts it.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Did I get attacked with anything?
You got hit. 3 attacks attacked you. Only 1 hit. It was because your AC is 21 now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you got hit with the 22 for 16 fire damage,
Okay.
and the other one's missed. It was a 20 and a natural 1. And did you want anything for Saul? Saul did have a turn.
Yeah, he would have come over here. Was this one here when
Yes.
it was Saul's turn? Oh, yeah. 2 attack. Well, or 1. Let me see what it is. I gotta read my stat block. I don't want to.
You don't want to be on blast next week?
You don't want to be a Mike. Come on.
It's just one.
Okay.
Oh, look, he can hit.
Yeah, 16. 16 bludgeoning.
And
job.
probably
Does it
immune
say-
to fire.
Does it say it is immune to fire? Does it say anything about the attacks being magical? Does it say on the stat block like a nightmare's attacks are magical?
No.
Okay, so it is resistant, so it takes half of the 16. So it seems to be resistant, but the hoof does bloody it.
Noise.
All right, Ava.
Crossbow attack on this
Yeah.
red boy
Saul's,
right here.
Saul is now engaged.
I'm also hidden, I think.
You
Unless he
are.
can see
You
me.
do have advantage. I forgot about that.
Dirty 20
Dirty
for
tw-
15 total.
Dirty 20 hits.
And bonus action hide.
Go
Because
for
I
it.
finally have cover.
It's been a while since you got cover. All right, Marius.
Can you see why I was asking Tyler that it's weird that there's no plus to hit? Because it doesn't matter all the cool shit this sword does if I can't hit anything.
If I had a turn, I would have blessed you, but you are very fast now.
It is true. You would think it would have some kind of plus to it, but it doesn't.
Yeah, none at all, from what I can tell.
No, I don't think so. So, what are you doing, Marius? Flying like Zarya, like Lulu? Stream across the battlefield?
Do I get advantage?
You do. You're flanking with Saul.
Yeah, see, look, I took the 3d10 off, and now it just doesn't do it. It only does the 2d8, and I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, how does that make any sense? So-
It should do both of them in there.
Yeah, so just roll the 3d10 right. So that one at the end is your paladin ability, right?
Yes.
So that's
yes.
3 plus 1
So
for 4
13.
plus 9, 13. All right, 13 radiant, or 13 damage. A lot of it radiant, a lot of it slashing. Still up.
Still up?
Still up.
Second attack.
24 hits.
So 12, 13, and 5.
12.
I had to customize it with Beyond 20 in order to have that on there.
So it's 30 total. Right? No. 12, 13, 24. Yeah, 30 total. Oops. All right, it's still up, but hurt really bad.
Do this. Is it worth it to use the spell slot?
We have a bigger fight coming, I think.
That's
Yeah.
true. All right. And then he's just going to get an attack of opportunity as he flies north.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take the attack
He
at
could get about there.
He'll take the attack at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use. Gonna use a tail attack on you. 28.
You said disadvantage, you said, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
13.
13. Yeah, misses.
Missed.
Thanks to the blinding light. Oh, also, when you hit an evil creature, it has to make a con save, right?
Oh, yes, it does.
You hit twice,
Let me get the DC. I hit both times, yes.
so he gets a 14 on the first one and a natural 1 on the second one. So he's blind.
He's blind.
He
Blind.
Amazing.
Yep,
he didn't even get an attack of opportunity because he can't see him, right?
that's true. He didn't even get an attack of opportunity.
That's the biggest disadvantage you can offer.
All right, how?
The inability to see.
I will move down so I get line of sight with him,
Yep,
and I will put a planar warrior on it.
for sure. It's blind, so you have advantage.
Yeah, you already have advantage.
The planar warrior gives me extra D8,
Right.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
D8 force. And I will take my attack, and I will fish for my crit with elven accuracy.
Oh damn! You got a feat.
So it'll be the first one. So 27
Yeah,
for
27.
19 force.
All right, still up, but hurt.
Next attack. With super advantage?
I think so, right? Or how does level accuracy work? It's
I
just
get
every time you have
it-
advantage?
Yeah, I get to make another roll.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it's dead regardless of what you're... but fish for that crit. Not quite.
Amazing.
But, yeah, you managed to kill this horn devil, and, like, it drops dead. It doesn't bamf out to some other plane of existence. It is completely dead as it falls lifeless to the ground. Its little, like, giant pitchfork clanging to the ground.
Nice. That's my turn.
Nice.
All right, this one's dead. The one on the top sees you coming, Marius, and launches 3 flame attacks at you. Come on, roll 20. Okay, flame. 23, 23, and 18.
The first 2 hit.
So 13 and then 15.
Cool.
And then it flies 50 feet. It looks scared, and it flies 50 feet away from you. Like, looks like it's trying to go back towards, like, the battle and the rest of its friends. Zeke.
I am. Is it within 120 feet?
Yes. Of you, yes.
Sick. Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt it.
Okay.
Do I get a penalty from being like, kind of in the car?
I mean, you'd have to move back to where you can see it, but other than that, no.
Okay, then we go back up here.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about like, your position on the map or anything. Oh, God!
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
So 35 points of radiant
Right,
damage.
crab-shaped bolt.
It's glowing. It's glowing. The next attack against it has advantage.
That's my turn.
All right.
Yay.
Lulu continues to take the dodge action and hold her ground. Saul.
At advantage.
Yep.
Hopefully this isn't wasted.
And even if you don't hit, it's not wasted.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
Definitely not wasted.
Definitely not wasted.
So that's 33 points of damage.
33
And then he's
reduced
immune to the
to
fire.
6, and he's it's halved because he's resistant to non-magical.
Mhm.
So 16 total. And look, the numbers were really big, but unfortunately, yeah. Okay. Is that it for Saul?
Yeah, that was his movement and his action.
Morthos.
All right, so I moved back up, so I'm back where I was,
Okay. We're back to
and I'm talking to Maliki, so I'm going to see what happens here.
You sure?
Maliki.
Every time you say Maliki, you
Yeah.
miss. Okay.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
8 points.
trying to figure out why she's mad at me. Maliki, come on.
Yep.
That
7
hits.
more. She's
And
mad
one more
because
time.
you
Come on,
saw-
Maliki.
you saw-
Give me all 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits. Okay. It's not bloodied yet. It's still up.
Jesus. Okay, that's my turn.
Ava?
All right. I'm gonna take a crossbow attack on it. Since it's out of range, it's out of my regular range, but I have stealth up.
Mhm.
Would it just be a regular roll then?
Yes, it would.
All right. 27 for 27.
Yeah, 27.
27,
for 20.
27.
Wow.
Definitely bloodied now.
And bonus action hide.
Perfect. Marius. Stream across the sky.
Wow.
The 23 hits, right? So that's
So 29 points of damage.
okay. The second attack
And-
misses.
Second one misses. Do I have any good bonus actions? No. All right, it's my turn.
Hal?
Let's see what we can do here.
Oh, con save.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. It saves. It's not blind. 21.
It doesn't say what the save is. Oh,
I think it's
where's
17.
the save on the stat block?
It should be in there somewhere. Let's see. It says an evil creature that takes this radiant damage must succeed on a DC 17 con save.
Okay.
It's under Searing Radiance.
I will take another attack. From
Yeah,
here.
there it is.
Yeah, good.
Damn, son.
There
Alright.
it is.
Crit. You don't even need to fish because you already got the crit. 19 points of damage, still up.
Double crit.
Holy
Let's go.
crap.
Alright,
What
it's,
is happening?
it's
Crit
dead.
boy.
Those are 19s, aren't they? No, that's 20s.
20s.
Yep, 2 natural 20s in a row. You didn't even roll with advantage. That's... Wow. Okay, yeah, so the arrow fells it. The devil is not able to get back and like warn anyone that you guys are coming. And you guys sit here staring out over the like intense battle with Elturel like above. So how are we getting Elturel, guys?
Flying.
So how was it going? Some people were polymorphing.
Yeah, I'm gonna polymorph into an eagle.
Okay.
Giant eagle.
Carry Hal, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so Morthos grabs the little fish hook, uses your action. The fish hook melds into you, all your equipment melds into you, and you unfurl your like large eagle wings. Very cool. And how you climb on his back?
Yep.
Okay. And Marius can already fly. So Zeke and Ava is
I think
Lulu.
we're both happy on Lulu.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Lulu will have to use her once a day polymorph. So it's actually not a polymorph, it's a shape change. So yeah. Lulu changes into a flying mammoth. And Ava and Zeke crawl on the back, and Marius, you just fly in yourself?
Fly with on. I sit on the back of Saul to get the fire immunity in case we come up against any more of those guys.
That's a good point. Okay, and so we do this, right, and then we leave our vehicle here and we go over the top of the battlefield where, like, you can see, like, beneath you there's all kinds of battle scenes unfolding. You can even see, like, you know, obviously, like, Zariel is very prominently there, and she seems to have, like, very, like, strong, like, battle prowess, and you watch as she's got, like, a missing hand with, like, a flail, like, attached there, that she, like, swings around and just, like, smacks into things. And in the other hand, she's holding, like, a large warhammer that she swings with ease and just cleaves through, like, tons of devil or demons, like, butter. And you watch this as you fly up. So you can fly up to Elturel. You guys are flying, right? As a group, right? You can make it to Elturel. I'm not gonna force any rolls or anything, like with like your like angelic aura. The devils and the demons are so intent focusing on like tangling with each other. You guys are able to zip up past and arrive like towards the city. But my question is like, what's your destination?
Companion, I think.
Companion, yeah.
You want to fly right up to the companion?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect. Thank you, Zeke.
So yeah, so you guys as a group collectively fly up above the city. As you look down, you can see like coming from like the western side of Elturel, there just seems to be mostly undead marching like east. From the east side, there seems to be lots of like demons that are like crawling up the chains. There's tussling here and there, but they both seem to be like streaming onto the high hall. And you can see like on the like steps of the high hall where you guys had gone in, there seems to be like this meeting of the demons and the undead clashing, and you can see they seem to be spilling on the stairs, into the building, out in the courtyard. And you catch the slightest glimpse of a tuft of red hair as Rhea Mantlemorn is there defending the High Hall from this onslaught. And you fly over the High Hall up. The companion only sits about like 120 feet like above the city. And with no issue, you guys are able to stream up to it. And now that you're able to fly and able to get so close, you can see the companion, the darkness that it puts out. It is like literally like a darkness spell, and like you, Marius, with your eyes, you can see pierce right through that darkness. Even Hal isn't affected by like the darkness per se, and you can see right through to this large, I want to say it's about like a 20-foot tall sphere right in the center of this thing that's arcing lightning out, putting out this darkness, and around the outside, 9 little equidistant holes that will fit your rods. Phrasing.
That's what I'm gonna do, since I can see in the darkness. I'm gonna get the rods out of I think we put them in Saul's pack, considering that they were in the vehicle before, right?
Right.
Yeah, and we were definitely bringing those. Like that was the whole point of this whole thing was
Yep.
was fixing the companion. So
No, yeah.
they're on Saul's bags, like attached to him, even if we had to tie him to it or tie them to him. And then I'm just gonna ride up with Saul and try and get up and put them where they're supposed to be.
Yep. So as you're like clicking like all these things into place, it's not really a problem. They're numbered like 1 through 9, but the holes don't seem to be numbered, so you just are able to fit each one in.
Yeah, Marius doesn't know how to count. Shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but like it's not like you need to figure out which one goes in which hole. It just seems like they all fit in nicely. Around the time you get like the 6th one in, there's like a surge of electricity, like a lightning bolt that goes from the thing past you. Can you make a dex save for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
so you manage to
30,
zip
20.
out of the way. It like arcs right past you, and you don't take any damage from it. And you get the last of the little like rods into this thing. And as the last rod like slides in, they're all sticking out like a little bit, right? And as the rods like all enter, there's like a slight like rumbling noise, and then you watch as like almost like air is expelled out of the companion, and each one of the rods slides in to be exactly flush, and it goes from a rod to like a perfectly even spherical sort of object. And the lightning energy, you can hear it crackling, Marius, as it starts to build up more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Are you standing your ground?
No, I'm gonna move away when it looks like I've done what I'm supposed to do, and I'm gonna get back.
Yep. You come out, and then the rest of you can hear this, and there's like a zapping and like a churning of energy as there's a big explosion of energy that like sends shockwaves out, and instantly the darkness is gone, and the companion opens up like a flower petal, revealing the inside, which is covered in tons of like infernal runes, and from within, a balding, blue-skinned angel emerges from the inside of this thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, and like the lightning's
The whole-
it does look like Dr. Manhattan now that you mention it.
It
And-
does.
And like flies out of this thing and stretches its wings and flexes its muscles and like cracks its neck and turns and looks at you guys and says, "My name is Nasius, or Nasius. Thank you for freeing me." And that's where we cut to black and end tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
So yeah, you've released
That
a
is awesome.
planetar from inside, which is one of these guys. It's pretty much the same artwork.
Dope.
oh my god.
Bet you his story is a +1.
Yeah, for sure it is.
That was the funniest thing when you pointed that out in the very next fight. You missed by like 3 times.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
because I put it on my sheet and I'm like, it has a less plus to hit than my longsword +1.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the unfortunate side effect, but it has a lot of upsides to make up for it, I think.
Yeah. Was there a moment where the planetar looked at Marius and was like, "Huh"?
Yeah, like he's like, "Oh, another angel. Thanks for saving me," right? Like you have that like connection with him, where he looks at you, and you guys are both like celestial sort of beings now.
They're like in the same social circles.
Can be, yeah.
We go to the same parties.
Why don't we hang out more, Marius?
Oh God.
For the second time that day, Marius.
You were in a prison. That's why we can't hang out.
So we free the Planetar, and I think actually there might be a. I probably should have checked.
We level up again, right? For freeing the Planetar?
Yeah, for
Level
14.
20, guys.
Oh
Level 20.
no, there was a soundscape for like dealing, quote unquote, dealing with the companion. So yeah, you managed to. Is there a? Let me see.
There's a spoiler in the Sword of Zariel stat block.
Which one? Like referencing what?
The companion specifically.
That is true. Yeah.
And I didn't comment on it because that was like, I shouldn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sword would probably communicate with you now that you're.
Mm-hmm.
And I skipped over it when I was reading you guys the properties earlier too. I think
We had the rods though, so we're
Yeah,
good.
you had the rod, so you didn't need it. I think. Yeah, because it's under the same thing about like Zariel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can share that with people now. I mean, it's a spoiler, but it's already past, so it doesn't matter.
So here's the thing, guys. If this sword, you can use the sword to destroy the companion, i.e. the prison. But if the blade is wielded by anyone else other than a challenge rating 15 angel or a good aligned cleric or paladin higher than 10th level, then the sword is destroyed.
Oh.
So you can use it to do it, but if you're not a paladin or cleric above a certain level, it would destroy itself by destroying the companion.
Right. I mean, interesting thing to note, right? You guys got the rods and you did this, but like that was kind of part of the path of devils that you guys did. Had you guys gone down the path of demons, you wouldn't even have these rods.
Huh.
So that's kind of like one of those pick your path that changes the story a little bit.
Interesting.
Like if you go down the devil path, there is no rods in your possession because you never meet Bel, you never do any of that stuff. So really, like using the sword to break the companion is one of the other ways to do it. And not everyone has a, paladin or a cleric. So you have to make that sacrifice to like.
Well, we don't have a 10th level cleric anymore.
That's true. The other thing that kind of is silly, not silly, but interesting, which is still a little bit of a spoiler, but it doesn't matter, is that Lulu knew that the sword could do that, but she didn't tell you guys because she wanted to use the sword to save Zariel.
Damn it, Lulu.
She actually has been lying to you guys this whole time.
Dang.
I know, right? We thought she couldn't lie. This is the one lie that she told because to her, like saving Zariel is everything, more important than anything. So, but yeah, congratulations! We did a lot. We pretty much straight up beat a CR23 Demon Lord. We got the sword. We changed Marius into an angelic being. We went to Elturel. We freed a Planetar, or what is it? Yeah, Planetar from inside the companion. And everything seems to be going swimmingly for you. Congratulations.
Seems to be. If Marius could hit, they would go better.
That's true. It's a new sword. You got to break it in. Maybe someone can enchant it. Like, can you take this artifact and enchant a +1 on it?
I mean, we could go back to like the salamanders, but we kind of burned that bridge.
Yeah. I'm sure if you want like a +1 sword, I'm sure Bel could help. He's like the greatest.
Oh, not this whole thing again.
But yeah, I like the image of us being floating and like everyone just flying, right? Like we've come so far from where we're in this city and you guys were just like looking up at the companion to flipping it. And now you guys are at the companion looking down on the city. It's been quite a journey for you guys. And we are very quickly approaching the end. I don't entirely know the choices you guys plan to make, so I don't know. But my gut says we're probably 2 sessions from being done with this module.
Dang.
Wow.
But again, that
Crazy.
depends on your guys' choices. If you guys decide to twiddle your thumbs and, just go to the Infernal Rapture for a bit, that might change.
We got to go get Smiler. We've got to go kill Bell. Like there's so much to do. We got to go give the armor to Mad Maggie.
Yeah, like
there's
the
there's so
2
much.
session thing is pretty much resolving the Elturel / Zariel thing. And then if you guys decide to do more beyond that, like if you guys want to go try to kill Belle at the end or something like that, then that's probably longer than 2 sessions for sure.
Yep. Well, it depends on if Ava can eat the eye of the Lord of Avernus.
Eat her great great grandmother's eye now.
Yep.
Well, it'd be your like.
Yep.
It's kind of weird because your Aasimar lineage descended from Zariel, but you've been reborn, like reincarnated so much that like the families you're being reincarnated to aren't actually like connected to any way. You're just born into like these random babies, and they're having like Aasimar babies for no reason. Though I did come up with a backstory, I guess, for how you ended up in Baldur's Gate. But maybe we'll get to it, maybe we won't. I don't know. Because it's a long way from home.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I had a good time. All of our viewers that are still on with us, we have a handful. So, Atin, Commander Root, Feet, Galgoya, Ildalara, Lemon Juices 12, Lurks, That Guy I'm Gonna Skate, shout out to Nick, the Commodore, Thicker, and Coach Reed. That's just one of us. But
once we get Smiler, we're coming for you.
yeah, so I know my brother's like, guys, please come back to Tiamat and let me join you guys. So just go recruit.
Yeah, that's what's definitely going to happen when we go back there.
Yeah.
We're recruiting.
I mean, we could definitely have like a cage match.
Yeah, actually, isn't everyone supposed to be showing up? People said they were going to help, but now Zariel's here.
Tiamat did say if you need her help, she will help, but you have to ask for it.
How were we supposed to do that? I forget.
They said go find Arkan and tell him.
Jesus.
Does anyone
I
have
wish one
like
of us had
sending?
I just unprepared sending. I'm so mad.
If you want to re-prepare it, then that's fine. But like,
Okay, thank you.
Jeez, Tyler.
I'm too early. I'm too smart.
You're my favorite clerik.
Zeke. Actually, is Zeke a cleric anymore? What's your level spread now?
7-6. Zeke is still slightly majority cleric.
Okay, you're 7 cleric, 6
Wow.
druid.
Yeah, I was also looking forward to that.
The way we've been flavoring it is every time he takes a long rest, he was going to lose a cleric level and move it into druid.
Oh no!
So it wasn't just multi-classing a druid; it was like changing it out.
Tyler, you do remember that we need you for healing, right?
Yeah, I know.
Druids can heal?
Yeah, I still have access to everything except for Mass Cure Wounds, and I have Mass Cure Wounds on a stick.
Literally on a stick.
Like, I have Beacon of Hope, I have Mass Healing Word. Mass Cure Wounds is super important, and I get that.
If you haven't already, make sure to add the charms, like the Potion of Vitality, to your character sheets.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Where's 3rd level?
What does the Potion of Vitality actually do?
What does it do?
Yeah.
It does a lot of weird stuff.
Exhaustion and conditions, I think.
Yeah, basically
hit points for any
cures
hit die you spend. Cures any disease or poison affecting you, and removes any exhaustion.
Okay. And it's just an instant. It's an instant sort of thing. It's not like an hour buff or something like that.
Yeah, you just drink it.
I cast a 1st level Guiding Bolt. What third? Did I cast a 3rd level spell?
I don't think so.
I would be amazed if you cast a 3rd level spell.
Because I used the stick for all the cure wounds. Oh, I 3rd level spell. I 3rd level cure wounds Hal, and I rolled like dog.
That was the 3rd level you did. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know, right? It was like 10 health.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that high. So, yeah, we're moving closer then, guys. Thanks for hanging in there, all of our viewers. Thanks for you guys. I'm gonna go offline with the stream and see you guys next week at 6. So one other thing I wanted to bring up that may potentially affect this, we're talking about potentially doing a 24-hour D&D stream for charity on November 7th, right? Which is a Saturday. But if I do a 24-hour stream on Saturday, there's no way in hell I'm going to have energy to run and or clearance from the family to run another game on Sunday. So
it's good to know what your priorities are, Steve.
Yeah.
Not this long running campaign, but your
It's for
24-hour
charity.
stream.
That's the thing. It's for charity.
But all right, I've done Extra Life. I did Extra Life 5 years in a row. It doesn't have to all be on the same day.
That's the thing. Oh, I know that's like a year-long campaign, but like November 7th is their like 1 day big campaign, right?
Well, yes, but you don't have to stream all 24 hours in one day. You
No,
can
but-
do it over several days.
But that's not the fun. The fun is doing it.
Why don't
25.
you do 16 hours on Saturday and then
8 hours
8
on
hours on,
I mean, if I do
on
6
Sunday?
if I do 16 on Saturday, I'm still probably not going to do any on Sunday. It's like 16, 24 might as well be the same.
Well, at least you get to sleep.
True. What if we just do it and TPK everyone in like an hour and then end it? So
There we go.
I'm not 100% on for sure doing the thing. I still have to decide, and I don't even know if the players are really fully on board. I know like Rick and Tyler, you both said you were definitely interested.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brianna said she
Can
considered
do.
taking work off. Matt
Mhm.
said similar. So that's 4.
Sounds like you're full up.
That's enough. But the reality is 2 things. One, will it be worth it? Like, will we actually get anyone to watch our stream and donate any money? I don't know. 2, can anyone actually survive 24 hours straight at D&D without going crazy? I don't know.
I'm going crazy surviving 24 hours in between D&D sessions.
It's a lot. So that's the only reason I haven't for sure committed to doing it. So those of you who are interested, let's talk about this week. If it happens, then in 2 weeks we would not have a session on Sunday. I'm
Okay.
50-50 at this point whether or not I'm gonna do it. Leaning towards no. The one thing that would push me to definitely do it is I reached out to Roll20 and their like support, and I said, hey, we're trying to do the charity thing for Extra Life. I've run this module twice already. I own all this stuff. Will you give us the code so we can get it for free on Roll20 so that we can then stream it without having to pay $50, and that's more money we can put to charity. So if they come through with that, I kind of am obligated to do it. I doubt it'll happen though, but we can hope. So
Yeah.
if you know anyone from Roll20, forward this along. Anyways, I'm signing off from the stream. Say goodbye, guys.
Yay.
Bye. Go
Bye.
vote if you can.
Go vote.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody, tonight. Great job DMing Steve. That was super fun. We thought we
Yeah.
were going to die for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so too. I couldn't even kill one of you, and I almost had Ava. I almost fucking had Ava. Although Ava's the worst one to kill because when you die, you're gone. There's no bringing you back. So
Nope.
it's probably better you didn't die. But I tried
Yeah, that's
really.
what I've been stalking that stupid spell that hurts me all campaign.
It's fantastic.
I love it. Life transference. Give
So-
my life, hurt me, double.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I'm exposing Rick in chat right now.
All right, everyone else. See you guys next week.
Yeah, Steve.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Close.
Good night,
close
Steve.